My name is Steve Ford, and my rank is Machinist Mate Second Class. So I ended up on the William R. Rush. Well, the William R. Rush was built in 1945, and this was, by this time, it was 1971, 72, so it seemed like that was probably going to be a real primitive ship, and it was. But it was, it was still a good ship. It still run good. And so it was the technology that was World War II technology, and I just come from high, everything being high tech to a somewhat primitive ship. But so it was just kind of a shock, yes. Well, I came on as an E5, and they sent me to the after engine room, and there was at that time one E6 that was my boss, and then another E5 that was on board that ship, and then there were several others under us that we were in charge of to make sure that they did this or that, whatever jobs had to be done. And we stood watches that had to, I was usually in charge of whatever watch it was. The ship had, in the Navy you have a really good, at least at that time, you had a really good ability for food and stuff. They had a small chow hall and a small eating area, just a few tables, but it was pretty good food. You had in the morning you had eggs to order. As I got older, I felt that it was strange that my whole life was involved into a rack that was the size of a cot, and a locker that was about 2 foot by 2 foot square, that foot deep, that held everything that I own. All my worldly possessions was in that locker for the next 3 or 4 years. So I didn't acquire a lot other than a car that I kept on base. But the conditions you're tight. There was a lot of people in a very short area. The ship was, I don't know exactly how long it would be, but probably about only 300 sailors on board the ship.